So I spent 10 years chasing my goals like some desperate person running after the bus. But then something clicked that completely flipped my entire approach. I stopped chasing and my desires started chasing me. And that may sound woo-woo, but I like you. So I'm going to share the exact energy shift that made opportunities, money, and people start showing up without me having to hunt them down anymore. So listen to this. Most of us are broadcasting desperation energy 24/7. How? When we check if our manifestation is coming, when we scroll through Instagram comparing ourselves to others, when we worry about when it'll happen, that energy pushes opportunities away. Don't worry, I was the king of that. But when we shift our energy from chasing to becoming magnetic, when you become the person who already has what we want, that's when everything changes. That's when our desires start finding us instead of us hunting for them. Like dating, right? And I'm sure you have experienced this in your life where someone is like really, really desperate to want you. Desperation repels, confidence attracts. So our desires can feel our energy before they even show up. So once you understand how to shift from desperate energy to magnetic, you will never chase your desires ever again. Now, before I break down this entire video, I used to be the king of desperate chasing. Okay, I was that person who was constantly doing more, trying more, hustling like my life depended on it. I would wake up stressed about my goals, spend all day working towards them, and I would go to bed exhausted, then wake up to do it all over again. Because I thought that's what success was. That's what I thought. I was brainwashed into believing that. Constant pursuit, endless effort, never stopping, always grinding. My motto was, I'll sleep when I'm dead. How brainwashed was I? You know what I mean? And I was burned out. I was like making some progress here and there, but it felt like I was dragging myself up a mountain while I would see others literally effortlessly attracting the things that I was killing myself trying to get. The worst part was that the harder I chased, the further everything seemed. Like I'd apply for opportunities and get rejected. I would reach out to potential clients and hear nothing back. I would work hard on my goals and see small results or nothing. And I did something that messed me up. I started questioning my worth. Started wondering if there was something wrong with me. But I realized every time I was chasing, I was checking, I was worrying about when things would happen, I was broadcasting this desperate energy of, I don't have this yet. And that energy was literally pushing my opportunities away from me. But the moment I stopped chasing and started simply being the person who already had what I wanted, like genuinely embodying that frequency, that's when everything shifted. And opportunities started finding me. People started reaching out. Things started falling into place without me trying to force them. Yes, I'm saying that just by meditating, things will come to you. Yep. But before everything fell into place, I hit a breaking point. It felt like I was screaming into a black void, like this empty black hole. This not an empty black hole, this black hole that was just sucking in everything in. Okay, that's what it felt like. Like I was knocking on the doors that would never open. And it felt like the universe was ignoring me while helping everyone else. But the worst part was, I would see other people who seemed less qualified, less experienced, less dedicated than me, and they would just attract opportunities. Like things would literally fall into their lap. I would scroll through Instagram and I would see people celebrating wins that I was desperately working towards. And I would think, what am I doing wrong? Why is it easy for them? And why is it so hard for me? What is their secret? Then I would work harder. I would chase more, hustle longer, because I thought that's what was missing. More effort, more action, more doing of the things that wasn't working. Have you done that before? But then something happened that made me question everything. Oh, by the way, if you would like to work with me personally to help you to become more magnetic and have your desires chase you instead of chasing them, check out the link in the description where you can work with me one-on-one. Anyway, I was at this event and I met this guy who had everything that I wanted. He had a successful business. He had great relationships. He looked like he was a great dad. He was telling me stories about, him and his family. And I asked him, probably with desperation in my voice, how do you do it? What's your secret? You want to know what he said? He said, I stopped chasing about 3 years ago. Now things chase me. And to my surprise, he was also into frequency and transformation. Like I was meant to talk to him. But then he said something. And he said, every time you chase something, you are desperate and people can sense that. And I don't want to work with those types of people. Oof, he probably sensed that of me. You know what I mean? But then it hit me. Well, he didn't want to work with me. He was just giving me information. Anyway, but then it hit me. Every time I was checking if my manifestation was coming, every time I was worrying about things when things would happen, every time I was desperately reaching out to people, desperately, when I was exuding desperate frequency, I was broadcasting, I don't have this yet. Everything is energy, everything is frequency. Our thoughts, our emotions, our state of being, they all create an electromagnetic field around us, okay? That field is constantly broadcasting. Listen carefully. What you expect to experience, yep, that's what it's broadcasting. What we expect to experience. So when we are in chasing energy, which is desperate, anxious, worried, struggling, looking, we are broadcasting lack. We're telling the universe, I don't have this. I need this. Please give me this. And the universe responds to that frequency by you giving us more experiences of not having it. That's right. When we are in a magnetic energy, which is calm, peaceful, grateful, sovereign, we're telling the universe, I already have this. I expect good things. I am open to receiving. And that is what the universe responds to that frequency by bringing you experiences that match it. That's when everything clicked for me. I wasn't failing because I wasn't working hard enough. I was failing because my frequency was all wrong. I was pushing things away with my desperation while thinking I was pulling them towards me with my effort. You might be wondering, how do you stop chasing and become magnetic? Well, let's get practical. I don't want you to just digest this information and not do anything. So write this down. I stopped trying to get things and started being someone different. Okay? Being someone different. Every morning in meditation, I don't visualize money or success. I become the person who already has it. So what do? I sit down, close my eyes, I regulate my breathing, and I ask myself, how does this version of me who already has what I want, how do they feel when they wake up? Okay? Well, the answer is always calm, certain, relaxed, peaceful. And I would spend an hour feeling those emotions in my body, not pretending to feel them, not visualizing them, just staying relaxed, and they naturally arise. Okay? I am just relaxed and they naturally arise. I feel gratitude in my chest, certainty in my gut, peace in my nervous system. This daily activation of these emotions in a meditative state rewires my brain and body to expect different experiences. And our day unfolds differently because, well, we're showing up as a different person. Because old me would wake up, immediately check his phone, see what I needed to do, and I would already feel behind before I even jumped out of bed. God, look at all these things I have to do. Oh my God, no, it's 5 a.m. and I already have to feel behind. New me wakes up feeling grateful, certain, and peaceful before he even looks at his phone. Here's another game-changing hack, okay? When we look for proof, we are still stuck. Meaning we focus on what's not working, what hasn't shown up, what's still missing. When I flipped it, every night I wrote down pieces of evidence that my desires are already moving towards me. A compliment, an unexpected opportunity, a synchronicity, a moment of flow. Our brain finds what we tell it to look for. So when we train it to see evidence of things working, we start noticing opportunities we would have missed before. And this is retraining your awareness to see what's actually there. And let me tell you, the more we gather evidence, the more belief we have in our magnetic power. And as our belief grows, our frequency becomes more coherent. And as our frequency becomes more coherent, more evidence shows up. So now it's a upward tornado, upward momentum. And here's something important. We have to protect that magnetic frequency that we've cultivated. Because let me tell you, certain people, conversations, triggers, environmental triggers, the environment, okay? Situations will instantly pull us back into chasing energy. Now, I had to get honest about what drains my magnetic state, okay? Listen to this. Complaining friends who only talk about problems. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Doom scrolling through social media and comparing myself to others. I cut that shit. Here's a major one. Checking for signs obsessively. Major energy drain. Get that out of my life. And I had to create boundaries. I had to limit my time with certain people, including family members, okay? Not because I don't love them, because I love my frequency more. No phone for the first 2 hours upon waking. That 2 hours is for activating my magnetic state. And no checking results compulsively, okay? When you protect your energy like it's precious, because it is precious. Oh my God, you're magnetic. You stay magnetic for longer. We're not constantly getting pulled back into desperation and having to rebuild our frequency from scratch. And to hardwire this even faster, start making decisions as the person who already has what you want. If wealthy me wouldn't stress over a $20 expense, why would I? If confident me would speak up in that negotiation, I would. I do. If successful me would invest in themselves, I do. Now, these small acts of embodiment send signals to our nervous system that your new identity is real. So each time we choose our future self or make decisions from our future self, we are building evidence that makes our brain believe the transformation is actually happening. How cool is that? But here's where it gets weird. And this is going to sound contradictory, but you got to stay with me. The moment I genuinely stopped caring, or when it happened, that's when everything accelerated. This is not fake detachment where you're like, oh, you know what? I am going to surrender. I'm going to detach, but you're secretly obsessing. No. Real peace with either outcome. That's what you need. I realized I was already whole without it. I was already complete. I didn't need anything external to be happy. When you can get to that place, that shift from I need this to be happy to I'm already complete, that is going to change your entire electromagnetic field. Suddenly, opportunities will appear because you're radiating. You're not radiating as someone that is desperate anymore, okay? The universe responds to wholeness, not neediness. Like people who are attracted to those who don't need them, but want them. And around week 3 to 4 of this practice, something shifted. People started reaching out to me with opportunities. I didn't even ask for it. Money was being presented to me, okay? Opportunities to generate income easily. Doors were opening I didn't even know existed. I wasn't doing more, but I was being different. And this is when you know it's working. When your desires start finding you instead of you hunting them down. You become the opportunity magnet instead of the opportunity seeker. And the moment you've been waiting for. Because, my channel isn't just about information, but practical application. Write this down. Step 1 is your morning activation. Every morning before you check your phone, please, I promise, it'll be so worth it. Before you even do anything else, spend 20 minutes becoming the person who already has what you want. I like to do this during meditation, but all you have to do is get really relaxed to access your subconscious mind. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? I say these like big words such as theta, alpha brainwave states, but all that means is get super relaxed, okay? Close your eyes, regulate your breathing, and ask, how does this version of me who already has this feel? Then feel those emotions in your body. Calm, asserted, grateful, peaceful. Make them real. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is your journal, proof journal. Every night, write down pieces of evidence that your desired reality are moving towards you. Start training your brain to see what's working instead of what's missing. For example, today someone complimented me. Okay? So today someone complimented my work. Evidence that I'm magnetic. Today, I felt more abundant even though nothing has changed in my external reality. Today, an unexpected opportunity appeared. Today, an old friend reached out to me. Okay? Write those down. Step 3 is your boundaries. Identify what drains your magnetic state and create specific boundaries. This might be the hardest one of all, but limit time with people or situations that drain your energy. How about this? No phone first hour of waking up. I dare you to implement that boundary. Write down what drains your magnetic energy. Who pulls you back into chasing mode? Okay? What habits make you feel desperate? Then create boundaries for each one. That is 3. Step 4 is make decisions. Throughout the day, make decisions as your future self. If wealthy you wouldn't stress about a small expense, don't. If confident you would speak up, do it. if successful you would invest in themselves, do it. Each decision sends a signal to your nervous system. This is your new identity, and it is real right now. And your brain starts believing it. Step 5 is letting go. Okay, once a day, consciously release attachment to the outcome. Say, I'm already whole without this. If it comes, great. If it doesn't, I'm still complete. Feel that truth in your body. And this is not about giving up. This is releasing desperate energy. This is when things start to accelerate, show up faster. And commit to this for 30 days. No exceptions, no excuses. It should be a no matter what. Because when you master this and shift from chasing to magnetic, when you stop running after your desires and start letting them find you, you wake up every morning feeling calm, certain, peaceful, grateful. Not because everything's perfect, but because you know that you are magnetic. You go through your day making decisions from your future self, and you notice opportunities appearing that you didn't chase. Instead of desperately reaching out to people reach out to you. Instead of chasing opportunities find you. Instead of forcing things to happen, things naturally unfold. And it's not like we're doing less work. Well, I'm doing the same work, but from a completely different energy, okay? Magnetic instead of desperate, confident instead of anxious, whole instead of needy. How cool would that be? The best part, you're out of survival. And the more you practice this, the more magnetic you become. The more evidence you collect, the stronger your belief. The more coherent your frequency. The more coherent your frequency, the faster things show up. It's that simple. And this is not just about getting what you want. This is about being the kind of person who naturally attracts what they want. And it's shifting from chaser to magnet, from desperate to sovereign. And I want to leave you with this. We are not supposed to exhaust ourselves chasing our dreams. When you become the right frequency, our desires have no choice but to find us. And if you've been chasing your goals and feeling exhausted, if you are tired of working hard with minimal results, if you are experiencing trauma and you just want more abundance in your life, you don't need to heal that trauma. But if you are ready to shift from desperate to magnetic, this is your answer. This is all you need. But if you want me to personally guide you through this, then check out the link in the description. And remember, you are not here to chase. You are here to attract. You are not here to desperately pursue, but you are here to magnetically receive. And you are not here to force, but you are here to allow.